Hello and welcome to the third and final video of this training course. So on this video number 3, we're going to be talking about the mindset and to be persistent. And this is something that is key in order for you to be successful. Now I'm going to go right away and talk about rejection. All right. You are going to get rejected by libraries. This is a fact. Okay. Now, when this happened to me, the very first time I got an email that said your track is not good enough or whatever template they use when they reject you, it was heartbreaking. Okay, we as musicians, as artists, we take it to heart. We really question everything. I went into a downward spiral of self-doubt, and here I am. I just joined this new library. I got 2 music tracks already out there. They're not making me any sale, and I'm getting rejections one after the. This was a process that lasted for like 7 months of me trying to upload a new music track, getting rejected, and I was like going mad. You know, I never gave up. Don't give up. I was like at it, and at this point, I'm not making any money. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. That's why I'm sharing my story with you. I didn't make any sales for a whole year. Within that year, I was getting rejected. All right. Persistent. Okay, you have to be persistent and have the mindset that you're not going to give up. If you already have the luxury of a day job and you want to do this on the side or build a side income, then you shouldn't stress out. But for me at that time, I was trying to build something from the ground up. Okay, I was trying to really bring some money in for my family. And to be rejected like that, and the easy way out there will be I'm just going to go and get a day job, okay, or I'm just going to go and do something else, or but it was such a turning point for me in my life as a person. I'm not even going to say as a composer or as a musician, but as a person, I was like, this is not possible, man. I know I have it. I have the skills, I have the gear, I have the guitars. What am I supposed to do? I mean, if I'm going to quit this, I quit. I have to sell everything and just become somebody else. I can't do that. So I was just at it. I'm like, I don't care what it's gonna take. And I was just keep uploading, keep uploading, keep uploading. Rejection, rejection, rejection. And it was mind blowing for me. I did build a skin for it, and I built the strength to actually move forward. Okay, and I stayed at it. And this helped me a lot to get better on my craft. This helped me a lot to build the skin and to see that you're gonna get rejected. After that, I got accepted, and I kept composing music on a daily basis. I'm doing this, man. At this point, I'm not thinking about sales. I'm just thinking about getting past the gatekeepers, all right? And the sales is just something so far away. It never occurred to me really at that point. So I kept uploading. I kept uploading. And then just finally, after a whole year, I still remember that day, I made my first sale. I brought the laptop to my wife and said, I have one sale. Okay. At that time, I think that was like $10. But it was just mind blowing that after all that effort, after all that pain, I have somebody somewhere out there has bought my track. Okay. Somebody. They listened to it. They found it. I don't know how they found it because my descriptions and my tags and my keywords were horrible. Okay, and somebody has bought it. I was like, oh my god, this thing works. Okay, so I kept at it. I kept working on my craft. I kept uploading. I kept working, uploading, rejections. Every now and then I will get a rejection, but I will keep uploading. And then my second sale came in. Then my third. I remember when I reached the threshold for withdrawing your money, which is like $50 on most of these libraries. And I said, I'm just gonna leave it there. At this point, I'm not making any money really, enough to actually pay anything. Thank God I have the support of my wife. She's a blessing. Without her, this will not be possible. And I remember clearly saying, I have made $50 online. I have always wanted to work online. I've always wanted to make money with my music. I've never done this before. I have got work in the music industry, like working in a recording studio, working on retail, selling guitars in a shop in London, like I mentioned. I've always done the guitar lessons, but not like this, okay? Like selling music online and going to my PayPal account and seeing money going in and actually transferring that to the actual bank and withdrawing that money, and with that actually going to the supermarket or paying for my daughter's birthday, which I did. And I remember the first time that it hit me We were on a holiday, on a summer holiday, and we were had to withdraw some cash, and that cash, I remember clearly. I'm like thinking, it finally hit me. This is like the second time I have withdrawn money from my sales, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm on holiday with my family, okay, and I'm withdrawing money from music that I'm selling on marketplaces. This to me was a dream come true. I mean, even if I didn't make any more sales after that, it was just mind blowing to me. It was beautiful, you know. And at that time as well, in that period, this is in the beginning, I wasn't making enough money to pay bills and pay mortgages or anything, but it was enough, small enough to make me celebrate those success. I had enough money as well to pay for my daughter's passport, for example. My daughter was born in England, in London, and we live here in Greece. So her passport has already expired, and you know, I always, she has dual nationality, so we always want to keep her passport up to date, and you know, we have to do it over the mail here from Greece all the way to England, and you know, that costs a little bit of money. And I still had that money for that, and that came from my music. I felt so like, okay, I'm doing my bit for the family as well, you know. Not only I'm paying for this, but as well I can provide this for my daughter, and it's at the passport. It is small little wins, you know. This is so important, and this kept me going. This is persistence that really it paid off slowly. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you because it's very personal. Because when you don't have the means to pay for something, it's very bad. You know, it's horrible. So when I get messages from people on my YouTube channel, or through private messages as well, that they're in a very bad situation and they wanna do what I'm doing, and I try to help them, and start with the proper strategies, the simple steps, you know, and how I got to here today, and how I keep myself strong, and how I keep myself moving forward. And persistence and the mindset is key, okay, to anything that we do in life, okay. And I'm sharing this with you because we have to celebrate even the small wins. So maybe for you, you are at a different stage. Maybe you wanna just compose that music track. So if you have done just that and do the edits, for example, that's a small win, and you should celebrate that and keep working at it. You know. Now, if you take that to a step further, which is the strategy to upload that to different sites, and you have gone that far, that's a strategy. That's a success. That's a small wins right there. You know. And along the way, you will get rejections. It might seem like you're doing something wrong, and you will want to give up. And maybe because you're doing this as well on the side, and you don't have enough time. Maybe you have responsibilities, you have family, you have other obligations, and you just want to do this, you know. But life happens, you know, and I know this very well, okay? So the mindset has to be there, and always remind yourself that it is possible if you want to accomplish this, okay? And eventually that will happen, okay? If you stay with it, just stick with it, all right? So being persistent is something that I had to nature over the years, and I usually tell people, listen, you just have to make up your mind. Do you want to sell your music on stock music libraries, or you don't? Okay? So that's one of the first things you have to make up your mind and say, I want to do this, okay? Because once you start uploading just this music there, and you make up your mind that you're expecting to sell, and you follow these steps, and I go in greater detail on my course of how I do it step by step, from song to a final product, and what happens afterwards, and how can you repeat this and have it pretty much in the background happening while you're still working on your music, okay? So if that's something that you're interested, you know, I'm going to share more about that later on. But for now, the mindset that you need in order to be successful is to just build that mindset that you are not going to give up, okay? And this you can apply it in any other areas of your life, okay? If you're a parent, you know how hard it is to be a parent. I am a stay-at-home dad, and you know, and I work from home. I work from in the corner of of my living room with this studio, and it's very challenging, you know. But you have to stay with it. You have to like really, really break through and really go forward with it. Okay. So the mindset is really important, and it's something that it has allowed me to live the lifestyle that I live today. I used to be one of those persons who will look online on how to work remotely. I will be checking endlessly on how to make money online. I went the other way, okay? I wanted to do some affiliate, something that it didn't have anything to do with music. I was looking into affiliate marketing. I was looking into Amazon. Maybe I can promote some other things. I have friends who do this very successfully, actually. But I say, like, I don't think I have the what it takes to because I know things take work. I know things to make them work. It needs to put into to the work as well. You need to put in the work in order for it to work. So with the music, I found that that is true with my music composition. Even though I have the skill, I have the know-how, or I was learning, I was going along, and it still require a lot of work and rejection and be really out there, okay? Because having your music for sale on different marketplaces and making sales on a regular basis it's a big it's a dream, has been a dream for me, and now that I do it on a regular basis, it is still mind blowing. Okay, and I live a great life with my wife. I live in Greece, and I see my kids growing up. You know, I actually have to leave the house because I work from home, so I have to leave the house from time to time, and I do my an hour walk every morning. I have developed a system which is a schedule really. I've been walking since I started working with my stock music career. I walk an hour a day, every day, in the mornings. I have done a video about it on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to share it here with you. And this has allowed me to actually keep my mind focused in the mornings before I get to the computer. All right, and I do that for a whole hour. And what I do is that I listen to audiobooks, and lately I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and it's just stuff to keep me sharp, to keep my mind occupied with what's important for me. And for me, it's very important to keep myself accountable, to keep myself being the best that I can possibly be. And I want that for you. You know, I know that you are a musician, you are a composer, you even if you want to do this on the side, okay? Even if you have a different career, or maybe you have a band, maybe you want this to be your main source of income, or maybe you want to do it on the side, but you know, we have to start somewhere. And at whatever level you are, that requires a lot of work, it requires a lot of persistence, and it requires a step-by-step system for you to follow. So for me, the mindset and walking for a whole hour in the mornings is what has actually kept me going. And listening to audiobooks, and to listening to people talking about, yes, it's a motivational things. It's about listening to even other people's in different industries. What are they doing? You know, I mean, I am attracted to anything that is relatable to working on online, or working from home, or just being your own boss. So anything that is around that topic, I am attracted to it. And how can we become better? Because it takes a lot of responsibility for us to sell something. Okay, and in this case, we're talking about selling music online, and that's why you will see me talking a lot about selling your music. We're selling the license, but I rather refer it to as a sale, because it is a sale. You grab your music, you put it there, the customer will purchase it in these marketplaces, and they will buy based on the license. But at the end of the day, it's a sale, and I want you to make sales, okay? And the only way that you can make sales is by having these three steps that we've been talking about in these three videos. And I will repeat them again. Number one, in video number one, we talk about the right type of music with the edits. Your focus should be your strength, what you do best. Number two, the strategy, which is grabbing those files and those edits and those music tracks, and joining non-exclusive libraries like Pond5 and Audio Jungle, and put them there, okay? And number three, we're talking on this video, is the mindset and the persistence that you will need, okay? Because rejection happens Sales, it might take some time to happen, but it could happen immediately. But the trick is not to sell once, is to how can you keep that happening? Okay, how can you keep making sales month in and month every month really? And like I said to you, for some people to start making $500 on the side with stock music is life changing. Okay, for me in the beginning I had nothing, and to me to start slowly building up and to become this a full-time paycheck every month, it has been a life-changing experience for me, and that's why I do this training videos. This is why I'm doing this is why I have my premium course for those of you who want to take this to the next level, and for those of you who are interested into going deeper into the real step-by-steps and detail of how do we do this, how can you accomplish this. Okay, and it's just something that is so possible. All right, but we have to start somewhere, one track at a time, one cell at a time, and work your way up. And that's why persistence and mindset is so important. To never give up on your dreams, because it is a dream. Anything that you want to do, if you have that idea, that is the potential of that idea of becoming something that is tangible in the real world. Okay, and if that idea, in this case, is the music, and you put it out there, and you build your portfolio and your catalog, and somebody starts paying for that, and you make multiple sales, that's almost like sometimes it's a validation. Some of us, we need that. Like I know I did at the beginning, but I did it out of necessity. Nowadays I do it because it's my job. I want to help you start making money on the side, or on a full-time basis if that's what you want. But it all starts with a mindset. And notice that this last video, the third video, I'm talking about the mindset. I should have spoken about in the beginning, but I don't want to scare you away either. So that's why I usually leave the mindset, or the or what it takes to actually be successful, to the last, because it is a very important aspect of doing anything really in life. This is not something that is exclusively for selling music on stock libraries. But I do believe that it's something that people don't talk about it a lot. They just talk about the different licenses, and there is a lot of confusion out there when it comes to music licensing. And if you have to have the approach of approaching certain publishers and do that, but nobody's talking about, first of all, sales, and as well how to have the mindset of actually keep at it, and have a story, because I am telling you my story because I am the underdog. Okay, I am the hero of my own story, of my own film. So by me doing this, it's almost like I feel that I have to. Yeah, I can't help it. I have to share it. I have to teach you to do the same. Okay. Keep your eyes open in the next few days, and I'm going to be opening the doors for enrollment. Until then, thank you very much, and here's to your success.